Hey, beautiful people. Today we're going to talk about something that can completely change the way you see the person next to you, and maybe even the way you see yourself. How many times have you thought someone was cold, distant, or indifferent, when in reality, that person was just trying to protect themselves? Or better yet, how many times you acted cold and no one realized there was pain hiding behind your silence? In this video, I'm going to show you 5 deep emotional wounds that are often mistaken for coldness in a relationship. And I invite you to watch until the end, because you might recognize yourself in more than one of these situations. Or maybe you'll finally understand what that person you couldn't figure out was really trying to say, without saying anything. If you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notifications, hit the like button, and share this video with someone who needs to reflect on this. Let's get started. Top 5. Fear of getting attached. This one is classic, but still misunderstood. Some people, when they start to get involved, simply shut down. They don't respond right away, avoid making plans, keep their distance. The impression? They're not interested. But the truth may be very different. Many people have been hurt by loving too fast, trusting too quickly, giving their heart away in the blink of an eye. So when someone new comes along, their instinct is to protect themselves, to not get their hopes up, to stay hidden before it hurts again. That coldness you feel is not indifference, it's armor. It's not a lack of desire, it's fear. And the worst part is, sometimes, the person doesn't even realize they're doing it. They just know that when feelings start to grow, they panic and pull away, as if love were a threat. If you're seeing this pattern in someone, try to ask yourself whether the distance is self-defense. If it is, patience may help. But remember, understanding someone doesn't mean you should accept everything. Love is not self-abandonment. Top 4. Difficulty expressing affection. Not everyone grew up in a home where affection was part of daily life. Some people were raised in cold, quiet homes where saying, "I love you," was rare or even non-existent. So they grow up and relate to others the only way they know how, with emotional distance, formality, and silence. They love, they care, they feel, but they don't know how to put it into words. They don't know how to show it. They believe the other person should just know how they feel, and the one on the receiving end feels ignored, unimportant, unloved. That's when the label comes. This person is emotionally cold. But what if it's not coldness? What if it's just emotional limitation? Sometimes, making you coffee in the morning is their love declaration. A quiet "take care" instead of "I love you" is the best they can offer in that moment. Does it justify everything? No, but it might explain. And explanation is the first step toward building a bridge. Top 3. Low self-esteem. This is way more common than we think. When someone has low self-esteem, they believe they're not good enough. And because of that, they assume anyone who shows interest will eventually be disappointed. So they shut down. They pull back, they stay quiet, and the other person who is trying to connect ends up thinking, this person is cold, emotionally unavailable. But that's not what's going on. What you're seeing is insecurity. They don't believe they deserve love. They don't think they have anything good to offer. And as a form of self-protection, they'd rather hide. A lot of people sabotage themselves like that. And a lot of people walk away from relationships like that, thinking they were never loved, when in fact, they were, but the other person didn't even know how to love themselves yet. Sometimes, the silence is not rejection. It's a silent fear of being a burden. Top 2. Fear of abandonment. This one cuts deep. People who have been abandoned, physically or emotionally, carry scars that don't go away with a simple hello or a few sweet words. They might genuinely enjoy your company. They might be interested. They might even be falling for you. But when they realize they're getting attached, the alarm goes off in their mind. What if they leave me too? Abandonment trauma is real, and it often shows up in the form of emotional distance. They don't want to go through that pain again, so they back away before it even starts. And you think they don't feel anything, but they do. They feel everything. They just feel it with fear. For them, getting closer feels like walking into a trap. They want to trust, but they remember what happened the last time. And that fear keeps their walls up. So when someone seems cold, they might just be terrified of being left behind. Top 1. Emotional exhaustion. Now we come to something most people forget. Emotional exhaustion. The person is physically there, but emotionally absent. They don't seem interested, don't initiate anything, don't engage. And you think they've stopped caring, but it could be something entirely different. They might be overwhelmed inside, dealing with work stress, personal issues, internal chaos, mental fatigue. Sometimes it's so much that there's simply no energy left for anything else. Not for themselves. Not for you. Not even for what they love. Is that coldness? No. That's burnout. That's someone running on empty. And mature love knows how to recognize the difference between someone who doesn't want to be with you and someone who's trying to survive while being with you. So many times, we judge someone's behavior based on how we feel, without ever asking what they've been through. Coldness is not always the absence of love. Sometimes, it's the presence of pain. Sometimes it's trauma, fear, insecurity, or exhaustion. What you call indifference might be someone's silent cry for help. So before you judge, listen. Before you walk away, ask. Before you label, try to understand. If this video helped you see someone or yourself with more compassion, hit the like button, leave a comment below sharing your experience, and subscribe to the channel. Here at Heart Hustle, we talk about feelings with truth, depth, and respect for the pain behind what's unsaid. See you in the next video.